After analyzing the ship you captured, we've arrived at the conclusion that the Romulans are supplying the Cardassians with weapons, supplies, and reconnaissance information. The Romulans must be persuaded to discontinue their support of the Cardassians. We have located the sector that the Romulans are using as their base of operations. There are at least 6 planets in this sector, and the Romulans are believed to occupy at least 3 of them. Your orders are to take those planets from the Romulans and drive them out.
Hi everyone, and welcome back to Star Trek Armada 2. And in this mission we're going to be going up against the Romulans, and if you thought the Cardassians were sneaky, you haven't seen anything yet. This mission can be quite dangerous. It's very possible for you to get yourself into a position where you can no longer win. So you have to set up a defensive perimeter really quite early and quite well. I'm going to send my scout ships off to do their thing, and I'm going to move my military ships to a place where they can do some good. These Chakval class ships and Marine class ships, I'm going to get rid of them immediately. They don't really contribute anything, and I would much prefer to use their materials to get something in order. I'm going to build a starbase immediately right next to my dilithium refinery. This is how important it is to get an early defensive line in this mission. And we're continuing to build up here, and I'm going to start building some birds of prey. Again, I'm just going to use these as scout vessels, although in the direst of emergencies they can also be used as fighting ships, but really that's not the best use of them. As you can see, I also
salvage this ship.
yeah, for some reason I didn't immediately recycle them. I'm recycling them now.
We have a new ship for the fleet.
And I want to get tachyon detection grid up and running ASAP here, because the Romulans ships all have cloak, as opposed to the Cardassian ships where only some of them have cloak.
A new battle station is complete.
I'm going to get quite an early trading station as well, because I do not yet have a source of metal or latinum, and once again I've got kind of a high starting amount of metal, so I'm going to take advantage of that.
A new battle station is
Right, the starbase has now been built, so the next thing on the agenda is some sensor platforms. And this is another mission where if you're building the Imperial Research Facility, sensors is one of the first things you go for. Against the Romulans, it's really important to have a wide field of vision, or as wide as you can get it. Okay, my birds of prey are ready. And look what I've found.
A new battle station is complete.
We already have some Romulan ships at the outskirts of my base.
A new battle station is complete.
And here we go, I can sell some metal and we can get the Greythor armory down. So once again I'm ramping towards Natvars, but I'm not going to be able to just solely build Natvars here. With the tachyon detection grid now down, I can build a few more sensor turrets and just give myself that viewpoint, or at least as much viewing as possible. And what I want to do is build a line of turrets and sensor platforms down the asteroid belt, which will allow me to claim that dilithium moon down there and the latinum that's there as well. But right for now, the Romulans, as you can see by that huge green blob there, the Romulans are massing on the outskirts of my base. So I really need to get this. I need to get this sorted ASAP.
Ready to build.
And that Romulan force can overwhelm a starbase quite easily. So I'm gonna have to build ships, and more ships, I think. Still can't interrupt myself when I'm doing the advanced shipyard. Oh, and the Romulan ships are moving.
There is no threat here.
I do get the opportunity to research the ion cannon in this mission, but that's still going to take a little bit of time. And there are the Romulans just hanging around at the edge of my area, and there's a lot of raptors there. Sorry, not raptors. I forget what that ship's called, but yes, it is Raptor. Sorry, the Griffin is their equivalent of a Vulture. The Raptor is the assault ship.
A battle has been.
And here they come, but fortunately they don't realise that I can see them. Oh god, this is not going to be good. Fortunately, even though that looks like a lot of ships, they're mainly low tier, so it's unlikely they're going to be able to overpower my starbase, at least early on. And the starbase, because I haven't recrewed it, the starbase is in berserker mode at the moment, so even though it's not going to repair itself very quickly, it's going to fire very, very, very quickly.
The dogs of war.
And Martok's managed to lure the raptors into range of the starbase, and it looks like I've survived that early assault. In fact, there's a Griffin right there, and the Romulans are retreating. So now I've got to get the crew into the green on this starbase, otherwise nothing's going to repair. But leaving it in berserker mode, at least to begin the mission, was fine. But now I've got to get it recrewed and get it up to speed. But yeah, if you're not prepared for it and you don't put a starbase or sensor turrets there, you can very easily just straight up lose to that initial swarm.
A new battle station.
Or at least it'll put you so far back that you will have a major problem winning. The other thing I could have done was crank out Vulture class attack ships there as well. There was nothing stopping me doing it. But with that first wave dealt with, I am going to start claiming slightly lower on the planet here. As you can see in the centre of the map, the Romulans have a sort of wall of turrets available, but by the time I go for them, that's not going to be an issue. And I'm going to build some K-Rals for the moment, because it's going to take a while for the Nate Vars to be ready.
Station construction has begun.
And I'm going to send them down here to defend my metal station and my soon-to-be brand new dilithium matrix. Looks like we have some warbirds sitting on the edge of my territory there. Warbirds are really good, just like they were in Armada 1, but as with anything else, Romulans do have an inherent weakness, and it's that their ships, hulls and weapons are fairly weak. They do have really cool special abilities, but they're not going to be able to take as much damage as Cardassians or Klingons. Nice to see a Ferengi cargo ship heading towards my base. And a few K-Rals just sitting around. Once again, selling metal so that I can go ahead and get the... I'm actually buying some... I thought I was doing it so I could buy the Imperial Research Facility, but I'm actually doing it so that I can get yet another starbase down here.
Let us get to work.
Downside of torpedo turrets, they take absolutely ages to build.
A battle has begun.
And they do have 4 officers as well, so they're quite a significant investment. And Griffin's made a break for it, and that's not going to end well for him. And it looks like I've triggered another attack, but this time I'm more than prepared for it, and the Romulans are going to find themselves in trouble.
Our base is under attack.
Martok deciding to play hero. Get back here.
We have a new ship for the fleet.
They've managed to circumvent my defences somewhat, but they still seem to think I can't see them. By the way, I can. I know you're cloaked. It doesn't matter. My base is full of sensor turrets now, so all cloaking does is give me an opportunity to shoot at you while your shields are down. Hey look, a warbird got past me. Deal with that.
A battle has begun.
I really should have tried to capture a couple there, I think, but oh well, no harm, no foul.
We have a new ship for the fleet.
As you can see, we've got stuff going on multiple fronts of this one, so you just got to try and stay on top of it as best you can. Setting up torpedo turrets again just to take some pot shots.
Station construction has begun.
And I didn't manage to get the starbase built down here because I didn't realise that my ships were building at the same time, so when they built, it meant I didn't have enough resources for the starbase, so sad panda for me, but
Beginning construction.
continue to build some K-Rals. I want a full battle group of them, and that should see me pretty much safe from anything the Romulans are going to do.
Right away.
And since dilithium appears to be my big shortage here, I'm going to just keep making. I'm just going to make my second dilithium moon, and I'm going to send my freighters down here, so we're going to get a second dilithium moon up and ready for mining.
We have a new ship.
Yeah, more cargo ships, I like the look of that. The Romulans are still poking and prodding, or at least looking around to see if there's a weakness, but I think that I've dealt with the majority of their attack force now.
We have a new ship for the fleet.
Problem is, I'm going to have to get my K-Rals all in one group. They're kind of spread all over the map at the moment.
I thirst for battle.
Yeah, there's another 5, so let's get them down here.
We have a new ship for the fleet.
Still not built the Imperial Research Facility, but at this point in time I don't consider it necessary compared to getting myself sorted down here. K-Rals can handle themselves perfectly well.
We have a new
Romulans have been mining Latinum, have they? Well, unfortunately it's just exploded all over the sector. Bad news for them.
Excellent.
And that's this secondary moon fully saturated, which is exactly what I want.
A battle has begun.
Oh, here come the Romulans again, and once again they're under cloak, giving me free pot shots at them. And as you can see, it's just a load of low-tier ships, apart from the odd Raptor, and then no threat whatsoever to a starbase. And it's just funny to me how they seem to just hang around there going, oh no, we're okay, we're okay. No, you're actually under cloak and I can see you, which means you're screwed. So, yeah. Romulans just threw away a ton of ships there. AI doesn't really seem to adapt very well when you get the tachyon detection grid. It seems to somehow think that cloaking still means it can't be seen. And there's yet another force of Romulan ships over here. And my torpedo turrets are seeing off most of their ships anyway before they even get into range of my starbase. Yep, Warbird just taking it under cloak, just taking photon torpedoes right away. And now they've finally got around to using their Raptors. They've lost, I mean, they're losing ships like Warbirds here. It's a terrible situation for them.
A new battle station is complete.
Although I am going to lose my torpedo turrets to them, which is a bit irritating. Martok once again getting himself involved when there's no real need to. Oh, Warbird coming in under cloak.
For the Empire. Our base
Oh, and while your shields are down, how about an ion cannon shot? I'm impressed that the Warbird managed to survive there, but it's not going to survive much longer. There it goes.
No one lives forever.
And none of these ships are any threat whatsoever to Martok's Naval. They could probably fire until their disruptors ran dry and they'd be okay, and Martok would be okay. Oh, I see my K-Rals have finally got round to joining the party. And that's the end of that chapter. Complete wipeout on the Romulan forces.
We are Klingons. Ready to build.
Yeah, to be honest, I think that building a starbase there now would be a little bit of a waste, to be fair, but I'm probably going to go ahead and do it anyway. Yeah, I think that might be a little bit of a waste. The only thing that it's really necessary for is the, I suppose, the Latinum Nebula down at the bottom, and the fact that it stops the Romulans coming up from the bottom. And anyway, it's now built. And I'm going to build a second trade station here so that I can get the trading up and running.
Ready to build.
And a sensor platform so I can see what's coming. And we've got my cargo ships nice and ready up here that I've built, and there we go. Let's set the trading off and running, and that should see me pretty much sorted for this entire mission now. Oh, look what I found. Purple dilithium moon. I'll be wanting some of that. See, just waiting for, I believe, a few more torpedo turrets to go up. Ah, here we are. I might have lost a construction ship up here or moved it down, that's why this has taken so long, but it is time to build the Imperial Research Facility. Oh look, some Romulans spawned in. In fact, quite a lot of Romulans spawned in. Get up here. Hey guys.
We have a new ship for the fleet. A new battle station is complete.
Oh. I tried and I failed. Anyway, it might be time. Yeah, I'm going to take down these turrets one by one.
Battle has begun.
Just going to wait for that Imperial Research Facility. Let's cut down the Romulan field of vision.
A new battle station is complete.
And it makes it even safer for my guys to go scouting, but as you can see, they've revealed pretty much all the map at this point, so we're not really talking about something that's going to make a huge amount of difference in the end. Just building a couple more torpedo turrets up here, because if the Romulans are going to spawn in from that area, I might as well make things a little bit more easy for myself. Dilithium moon here in the centre of the map. I could go ahead and take it now, but to be honest, I think that at this point I'm not going to end up losing this mission no matter what now, so I can take the planets and the dilithium moons just to make sure that I can replace my forces instantly should I lose them, but I don't think that it's going to make too much of a difference, to tell you the truth. And we're almost there with this wall of turrets. One more. Oh, I can see the Romulan fleets massing on the edge of my base again. So let's go and get rid of that. Again, they seem to think that hiding on that being under cloak is going to help them somehow. And there we go.
Let us get to work.
Oh, here they come again. Looks like they managed to take out one of my sensor platforms, which is why they did manage to at least disappear for a small while, but I will get that replaced. And yet more ships vanish. Hey, 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 get off my ship.
The day will be ours.
Yeah, that cost me money. Haven't yet got repair ships because that Imperial research station takes forever to build, and there we go, repair ships. Oh, looks like my sensor platform just came online and got rid of the last remnants of whatever Romulan fleet were bothering me. And let's just start researching to pump up our weapons a bit.
Never forget the 34th rule of acquisition. Peace is good for business.
I hate them. Oh, they're after a bird of prey. You can have that. Get it off my hands anyway. And now the attack force I'm going to build at this point. I could probably win the mission with what I've got now, but oh, wrong thing researched. I researched the weapon enhancer there. I want to research the ion cannon. The ion cannon's amazing. I want that. And my construction ship's managed to limp out here, so might as well build a metal research facility. Sorry, a metal mining facility. It does give me at least some view over the surrounding area. And I'll put a sensor platform down as well, just in case the Romulans try and be a little bit sneaky. I'm sorry it looks as small as it does, but it is. It's low on the Z-axis, so yeah. What are you going to do? Bringing my fleet of K-Rals over just in case we do see something. And yeah, at this point it's constant Napevar production.
Research has begun.
And we're going to improve our weapons even further, because what's a Klingon without a weapon?
We have a new ship for the fleet.
And yeah, we're this is called wasting time rather than winning the level, to tell you the truth. The Romulans are pretty much stunted at this point, but I decided to take the centre of the map, which I'm not sure is worth it in any way, shape or form. But I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm going to have a nice dilithium refinery.
Base is under attack.
World's most pointless raptor goes down in flames.
We have a new ship for the fleet.
And that's my full force of Napevars as well, so let's get them into the centre of the map. Yeah, that force isn't going to help. How bad do you feel? I think that's called things going from bad to worse, to be honest.
Right away. Quickly.
Okay, so my dilithium mining station's up and running.
Let us get to work.
And again, sensor turret so I can see what's going on. And that's all I'm going to need, because I've got map-wide coverage with my ships anyway here, so it's not like there's going to be a massive threat from the Romulans that I'm not going to be able to get to in time.
We have a new ship for the
And
fleet.
I think that it's about time I went on the offensive here. Is that moon saturated?
Let us get to work. A new battle station.
And my sensor turret popped into existence, so now I can see everything going. Yeah, I've got my weapons upgrade now, so I'm just going to upgrade my sensors so I can see everything going on. And it's time for us to make a little bit of noise. Yep, no dilithium refinery for you. And if this is all the Romulans have left, this is going to be a very, very short battle.
Repair crews ready. Whatever your command.
And our mission objective is to take out the planets that the Romulans are based on. So they're not based on this one because it's a metal moon, but we can at least cut off their supplies. There we go. And I believe the first planet is down here, so let's go. There's no starbase or anything defending it, so I'm afraid this is going to be a massacre.
No one lives forever.
A battle has begun.
Another planet is ours!
Yeah, Martok gives you a little bit of a congratulations for everyone. He's hoping to qualify for the world's Evilest Laugh competition, but with Gul Kentar he's actually up against some pretty serious opposition as far as that goes. Oh, more Romulans pouring into the system on the top left there, so my K-Rals are going to sort them out while my Nate Vars continue their assault.
There's no more dilithium here.
That's not going to work.
Salvage this ship.
Oh, it looks like I've mined out one of my dilithium moons, so we'll get rid of these ships.
Salvage this ship.
Chancellor, a fleet of Romulans is headed right for us. They're going for the base. The attack is being led by Gul Kentar himself.
You'd better be right when you say that today's a good day to die. Because today, that's just what you're going to do.
Kentar, you cowardly Patak! You will pay for this insolence
Gul Kentar's ship has dropped off the map. He must have cloaked himself.
with your life!
Well, that didn't quite go as I planned, because I destroyed Kentar's ship so quickly, or at least damaged it so quickly, that Martok couldn't finish his little speech there. But he's dropped off the map, cloaked himself. He must have a phasing cloak or something, because otherwise I'd have seen him. I'm afraid he got away from us, but I'm afraid those who followed him will not get away from us, and we are just going to stomp them flat. First of all, there's the little matter of an infinite dilithium moon here, isn't there? So let's take out this trading station, because even though I've taken out their supply lines, I don't really want them being able to rebuild any sort. I mean, the mission's pretty much over at this point now anyway, but why not make a little bit of a show of it? My rather plodding Nate Vars. I can't tell if my Imperial weapons facility's researching anything or it isn't at this point, but don't really think it matters. With weapons level 3 you just melt through pretty much everything. And Nate Vars are strong enough that they can take on torpedo turrets. Yep. It appears like I'm going for the standard take over your enemy's resources move. And oh, Class M planet, this will be a lot more fun to bombard into oblivion. Well, don't look at me like that. Oh, they've even got a shield. How honourable? I don't know. Yep, no one enjoys a good belly laugh more than Martok. Come on, let me recrew this planet. There we go. Get rid of their metal mining facility as well. And they're falling before us quite nicely.
Let us serve.
So with that area dealt with, let's deal with the last Romulan planet, and then we can go for their starbase.
Will be paved with their ashes.
Nothing really too much to worry us here.
Station construction has begun.
The day will be ours.
Take out the torpedo turret.
Weapon research has begun.
Yeah, I didn't researching upgraded shields, but it's not going to matter. There they go, and now it's time to take out the planet as well, and that will be all 3 Romulan planets under the rightful control of the Klingon Empire. I'm sure they've got a legal claim somewhere.
They fall before us.
Well, that's the end of that for the Romulans, and now all that's left is to lay waste to their base, which I'm pretty sure that 8 Vars are going to do quite... Sorry, 16 Vars are going to do quite nicely. And in fact, I will show you the final battle now, and one thing that you will want to watch out for, watch what happens when you use ion cannons on a starbase. It's actually quite funny, considering how strong starbases are. Watch what happens when you use a bunch of Vars against them with ion cannons. So that's going to be it after that for this mission, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks very much for watching.
Give the Patah his due. Give the Patah his due. The day will be ours. The day will be ours. Greythor will be paved with their ashes. Give the Patah his due. No one lives forever. No one lives forever. For the Empire.
We shall be victorious. Excellent. We've driven the Romulan scum out of the sector.
Chancellor, incoming transmission from Gul Kentar.
You may have won the battle, but don't think for a moment that you've won the war.